Hey guys, my name is IXE Intensity, and I'm gonna bring you guys some team deathmatch on Fringe gameplay on Black Ops 3. You know, using them glitch and stuff. I'm sorry for not really uploading the past couple probably like the last few weeks or something. I've been kind of under the weather, and if you guys don't know, I do sports. So I have practice and games like every day, so it's hard to really work around a schedule where 24/7 I'm at an ice rink or out on a field or something, and it's just so hard to work around a schedule that it's already tightly packed with like family and sports and all that. But I thought I could use this time to probably tell you guys a little story, and yeah, so let's get into this. So where should I start off? Right, 3rd grade. So my family decides to move. We got a house we moved to the city that I'm living in now. We moved, and the house we lived in when I was in 2nd grade was total crap. It was old, like run down, like there was leakage everywhere. And it was just like, we couldn't live there anymore. So we decided to move. We moved to the same like city, like not too far away from the school that I was going to. Actually, it was Uncas Elementary. So literally it was right down the street from us. And not even 5 days after we moved, the old lady, like our neighbor, who's like in her 90s by now or something, she crashes into our fence. So that's a great first impression from our neighbor. Literally crashes through our fence and drives away. So like did a drive-by on our fence and our property. So not even like, so we got it all fixed up and all that. But like I've wound up throwing the frisbee with my friends one day. Like I had a couple friends over and we threw a frisbee around. It lands in the old lady's driveway. So I go out and I try to grab the frisbee, and the old lady instantly comes out of her house and says, like as soon as I step foot on her driveway, and yells at me for being on her property. I'm like, lady, you crashed through mine. Why are you gonna yell at me for being on yours because I tossed a frisbee? I'm not damaging your property, am I? No, I'm just on it, trying to get something that belongs to me back, instead of damaging it and costing your family money. So she kept yelling at me, and she's like, never be on my property again, blah, 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 blah. So I decided to be like, okay, I won't go on your property again. I walk my dogs on her property. And she yelled at me again, and I said, lady, I don't care. You're an old person that's probably gonna die soon. So shut up and let me live my life. So yeah. So I wound up walking my dogs on her property and all that. So that it was kind of fun, actually, messing around with the old lady. But me and my dad, we moved out to go to a new school. And like for a year, like I wanted to go to a different school for 1 year just to meet new people or something. And that's where I met IXE Fury. And I think IXE Mockery and like IXE Oreo and IXE Legendary. He was also there as well. And it kind of ended up where it was just a 1 year move. Like I went to this apartment complex. I kind of just went, kind of like just met new people and all that, made new friends, but didn't really have that much of success in my life. I mean, I was part of the math team there, but I moved back in, like me and my dad moved back in with my mom, because at that point, I wanted to go to a middle school, Teachers Memorial Middle School, and I wanted to go there, and we ended up living back with my mom, and things started to get back to normal. And when I say normal, I mean back to the way it was when we first moved in. The old lady crashed through our house. Well, not our house, but our fence. Again, not even like 3 days after me and my dad moved back in. So it's like, old lady, do you hate us or something? Like, really? So the police came out this time and they suspended her license. So it was like a little bit, it was like, okay, so now we don't have to worry about her driving through our fence again. I think they suspended it for like 6 months, which isn't too bad. So I get home from school one day, right? I get home. Usually what happens is when I get home, my dad gets home like not too long after, probably like an hour or two later. So I wind up walking my dogs and all that. And, like, the old lady just gets her license back. Like, just got it back, like, a week after she gets her license back. So, I'm home, right? I walk my dogs, I'm starting to play some games. I called up my dad, told him I'm playing games and all that. And, my dad gets home, and he decides to watch some TV, do the laundry, like, you know, the normal house stuff. And then we both hear this loud crashing noise that's sounded to come right in front of our house. So we look outside, and we see tire tracks going in between 6 trees. Tire tracks going in between 6 different trees. Part of our fence broken, and a car in the corner of our yard, just sitting there, like, in a bush. Like, how? And we eventually see cops come up, and, yeah, it wound up being the old lady, again, that had crashed in the corner bush of my yard. So me and my dad both looked at each other and we were like, how is this possible? She drove in between 6 trees. Like, how are you capable of driving in between 6 trees? Pretty big and fat trees too. And she just drove right in between them, backwards, may I say. Drove backwards through them and into the bush that's in the far right corner of my yard. Like, are you kidding me? This is like, what, the 3rd time that you crashed through our yard? And this time you decide to drive through the whole yard? Like, literally, we only have like 6 trees, and she drove through all of them. And it's just like drove in between. Like, they're pretty close together. She drove in between all of them. She got her license taken away after that. And, I kind of feel bad because she kind of died like a year later. But yeah, it was just weird, like, how she decides to, like, crash through our yard, like, 3 or 4 times. And it's just, yeah, I digress. And, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed playing it. And, hopefully I get better soon so I can upload some more for you guys. But yeah, this is going to be it for me. Here I try to find like where I got the little like taunt thing. I couldn't find it, but yeah, that's it for me. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and don't forget to subscribe to the rest of the IXE family. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.